is going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for a Group 3 race on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we're racing on Sargenda Road Track B for 15 laps, and we are going to get prepared. We're also going to be able to take the fast at work. We're going in, so let's get prepared to be able to take the practice until we will get ready to race. Now it's time to be able to go and use the Volkswagen GTI Vision Gran Turismo Group 3 with a tow drama wheel tour livery. Team Chris is really hot. We're also going to be able to take the challenge. We're also to begin. So this will be able to be ready for one Group 3 race to take the challenge. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get started. Now let's just get ready to be prepared for this race until this will be able to take 3 waves for each 5 laps of this track. Is going to get everything we'll get settled in for. So gonna make sure that every 15 laps we're having this race is just like the Nations Cup and the Manufacturer Series. So hope this might be able to do a lot of racing workout. We're always going to be able to try to improve our sportsmanship rating for the FIA. Now it's going to get everything. We'll be able to get ready for a warm-up. So every settings we're also going to keep in a good option that might be able to give a good comfortable effect. So we'll be able to have racing hard compound tires we'll be able to be prepared for. Now it's going to get very faster. We're always going to be able to do for one forward course. We're also going to be able to take the downhill and uphill strategies. So each turn is going to get everything we'll be well handling in for. So using the Volkswagen GTI Vision GT Group 3 is going to be a very handling. So hope I could probably able to keep it together. We'll be able to have that racing mobility. We're also going to be able to take that perfection. We'll be able to give a half a chance. We'll be able to do it. We'll stay maintained to be able to take a good perfection on the balance. We're also going to keep it there. We're also going to be able to take plenty of grip. We'll need to stay steady on this race. So now it's time to be able to get ready to take on 15 laps. So hope we are about to get prepared. We'll be able to take a good clean race. We'll also to be prepared for. So let's just going to go and get ready. And let's get started. We'll be able to do for a lot of good chance. Now it definitely might be giving a lot of good effort out there to be able to have this race rule also to begin. So starting out in 15th place, but this is going to be a very tough challenge. We're always going to get ready. I hope it does. Now let's just going to go in there, and this will be able to catch up onto the top position. We'll be able to improve our driver rating. We'll be able to take a lot of work. We'll be able to get prepared. So this is going to be able to take that last turn. We'll also be able to going in to be able to make one good straight at the start. So let's go and get ready to race to begin, and let's do it. Gonna make sure to be able to have that draft. We're always going to be able to stay on the straight. So this is going to be a very tough opening on the first turn. It's going to get everything we'll be prepared for. So gonna make sure to be able to take that good direction. We'll be able to take the braking communication. We're always going to stay in there. Okay, looks like this is going to get a little bit tougher around here if we have to avoid the collision. That definitely might be able to have the option choice to be able to stay steady. Oh man, almost had that grip, and then just going to make sure to keep it up. So sportsmanship rating needs to be able to go up. Has to be able to take that good perfect turn. So it's going to be very tougher it can get, because every race might need to be able to take a good mobility. We're always going to be able to keep it up. We're also going to be able to stay maintained. But this is going to get everything a little bit harder to get to do it. So going to be able to keep a good oversteering capability. We're also going to be able to stay on it. But it's going to get very patient if we have to make sure, because it's going to make everything to keep it concentrated. Okay, just gonna make sure to de-throttle and then make a good turn and land on the apex, and then gonna be able to take that final turn. Is gonna get everything. We'll take the next step. We're also gonna be prepared for. Now it's gonna be able to take. So this is step 1, folks. Perform a clean lap in lap number 1. Now, this is going to get everything we'll be ready to go for. So, gonna make sure that this is going to be able to have 8 steps we're also going to be able to take. So, what exactly for step 2? Perform the inside turns of the apex. Now, it's going to be able to get very closer. We're also going to be able to take that good mobility. We'll be able to race on Sargenda Road Track B. It is going to be quite very tougher it gets. Now, this is going to be able to going in on the downhill section of the turn to be able to going in back up onto the uphill. It's going to be very tricky to be able to take. Now, gonna make sure this is gonna be able to take one good inside turn. We'll be able to try to perform. So, hope every racer could be able to have one following step. We'll be able to perform a good master performance of this track. Is going to get everything. We'll make a good perfection. Now, looks like this is going to get everything. We'll be going in by taking step 3. Stay on the tarmac track. Race up the speed. Now, this is going to be able to take one good perfection. We're also going to be able to take that strategy. It's going to get everything going. Now, going on the dirt lap is going to get everything. We'll push forward. So, looks like here comes the yellow flag to be able to give a good sign. So, this is going to get everything. We'll be ready to have step 4. Keep yourself on the monitor check whenever there's a yellow flag coming on. That might be very exercise caution if we have to be very careful. Now, it's going to be able to take only a few more laps to go, so hope this is going to be able to stay on it. So currently in on the 13th place. Hope I can probably be able to keep it up. Will might be able to stay together. We're always going to be able to have that good grip. Will might be able to take. There it goes, folks. So looks like one driver just got spun off the track. Takes a little bit of time for a little recovery. So gonna make sure to be able to keep it well monitor checked. We're always going to be able to use the radar in case. Okay, just gonna make sure to let him pass and then gonna take that inside turn. Don't lose that grip. Hope he can probably be able to save his racing mobility. We're always gonna stay in a good balanced condition. Hope Dan 44 is doing the right thing. We're also gonna be able to take a lot of good basic steps. Will might be able to stay on it. Now, gonna be able to take the overtake. So this is gonna be able to press forward onto 11th place. Will might be able to going in. Now, it's going to be able to take closer until this will might be able to reach up onto step 5 for having one effort Will might be able to take, because it's going to be able to have much view of the effects of this race. It's going to get everything. Will stay on it. Now, looks like time to get ready to commence step 5. Make a good overtake while having one tough struggle with the opponent is going to be a very tricky challenge. We're also going to be able to stay on a good mobility. We're also going to be able to take a good perfection. Somehow, every race we'll be able to have, every driver will be able to have a chance. We'll be able to catch up. We'll do the overtake. So it's going to get everything. We'll be able to have a racing responsibility. We're always going to keep it together, because that might be able to avoid the decreased sportsmanship rating. So if we have to make sure to be able to take one racing for life if we have to, because it will always going to be able to take the good right direction. It's going to get everything we'll be ready for. This is going to get everything we'll also take for only a few steps. It's going to get everything we'll might going in for. So they'll be able to save it in until the next 5 laps we'll be able to get in. So almost there on the 5th lap, only 10 more to go. So it's going to be able to have a little endurance race. We'll be able to be ready. So this is going to get everything. We'll also be able to take one good approach. It's going to be able to take one good perfection. It's going to be able to take the strong challenge. It's going to get everything. We'll make the good perfection. So this is definitely might be able to do it. So another yellow flag calls in. So this is going to be able to make one passing overtake. We'll also go forward. We'll be able to press on. That should do it. This is going to get everything. We'll be going on the upper hand. That might be able to make one faster improvement. We're also going to be able to keep it nice and steady. Sometimes faster opponents really want to go on the expert because challenging racers are going to be able to take the risk, will be able to keep it up, will do the perfection, will might be able to give a spare chance. Okay, gonna get everything will going in on that throttle, will also gonna be able to stay on it. Now, this is gonna get everything will be able to be ready. So, in a matter of moments, so this is going to get everything, will be able to have a fuel check, so this will might be able to be prepared for step 6, will might be able to going in before entering the pits, so it will might be able to take the racing courage, will might be able to take. Okay, this is going to get everything, will might get nearly there, so gonna keep it focused, will might be able to stay on it. And also, whenever any opponent is, definitely might be in the way, so gonna make sure to keep it well managed on the throttle, so while the opponent is gonna be able to make one clear pass, we'll be able to going in. So this is gonna get everything, we'll be able to stay safe, we'll keep it up on it. So gonna make sure to keep your racing mobility while taking on the turn is gonna be very important. Otherwise, you don't want to end up to be able to take over accelerating and get accidentally slams in onto the barrier. Now it's gonna get everything closer, so back onto 9th place. This is gonna get everything, will be making it in onto 8th place, so gonna keep up and keep going on the throttle. We're always gonna be able to go faster as much as possible. We'll be able to going in. There you go. First turn on the clean effect is gonna get everything, will stay on it. Sometimes it's gonna be very tougher to be able to have that turn, is gonna get everything going on the mid higher, will might be able to take. But it will always going to be able to have this race, will might be able to watch the throttle while going on the turn is going to be quite very necessary to be able to take the little chance. Fuel is at 25%, so hope this is going to get everything. We'll be going into the pit stop. Will might be able to save it for step 6. Is going to get everything. We'll be able to keep it up. We'll stay on it. Gotta concentrate. This will might need to be able to keep it well concentrated to be able to have one good apex at the turn, so this will might be able to help us. Now it's gonna be able to get close, so this will might be able to have lap number 8 will be able to going in, so this will might be able to have step 6. Have a fuel for a pit stop or tire change. We'll be able to going in onto the continuation of the middle of the race. Will might be able to have what it takes to be able to take the good fuel will be needed as well. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more title step that this will might need to have something on the description. So it will be able to do well because gotta make sure to be able to take following racing steps, so we all know the drill to be able to have a one good endurance race or having a one ordinary gameplay to be able to enjoy it. Gotta make sure to be able to keep up the good clean race. Will might be able to take one good perfection. Gonna concentrate the pace and the mobility. We're always gonna keep it together. Alright, I'll have to let them pass. There you go. This is going to be able to have a one good reminder check to be ready to go. Alright, hope my crew is about to be ready, and then this is going to be able to have that refuel. We'll be able to be ready. This wheel might be able to have to sit back and wait until this wheel might be able to stop on the diamond. We'll be able to get ready to move on for. If possible, to be able to use the fuel map, we're also going to keep it well managed. Alright, going out on the pits, and then let's resume the run. Now entering in onto the 9th lap. This is going to get everything will be going in. Now it's going to be very closer to be able to perform for having a 1 racing step to be able to race while we're on Sargenda Road Track B is going to be a very challenging option for having a good race to be able to do for downhill and uphill skill turns is going to get everything to be well important. So we will always going to be able to keep our racing mobility, we're always going to be able to take. Now it's going to be able to take the usual turns, so good as new for racing hard tires, so this is going to be able to have a chance to be able to resume the race, we'll be able to going in. But it's always going to be able to have a 1 good racing step, it's going to be able to take, so number of limits we'll be able to take for 1 through 8, so this is going to get everything we'll be prepared. We're always going to be able to take a lot of good practice for taking a lot of good workout out there, folks, because it's going to get everything to be well challenging up. We'll be able to have a 1 good small endurance race. We'll be able to keep it up for having a good clean race. We're always going to stay clean. We're always going to make it a good better chance to do it. Well, unfortunately, this is going to be able to have 15th place, but this is going to be able to going in onto the bottom line. So if we had to make sure, we'll be able to stay on the top position. So this is going to be able to have step 7. Do the best you can to be able to race to success and have your driver rating will be able to increase. So this is going to be able to have differences to be able to have that comment to be able to have before. So, well, it is definitely might be able to have a 1 good ordinary race, so we should definitely be able to enjoy it. But we can always going to be able to have this race to be able to have a 1 good chance if we really want to have our driver rating to be able to increase. So this is going to get everything, we'll be nearly there onto the bottom position, so otherwise this is going to be able to have a little driver rating to be decreasing on the dropout. So going to make sure that keep your driver rating will stay on the up higher rank is going to get everything what we need to do. So this is important to be able to have what it takes for faster GT drivers to be able to take the challenging role is going to be very important. Now this is going to be able to take proven up on it, so going in to take 5 laps remaining, and now we're on the 11, so this is going to be able to make 4 more to go, because this is going to be able to take 1 perfection is going to get everything we'll be able to see it for expert racers who race on the Sargenda Road Track B. That will might take the key to be able to reach up onto the finish line to be able to have step 8 is going to be a victory lap. Now it's going to be able to get close to be able to be ready, because after taking a lot of few efforts out there for taking this race, because everything is very challenging for us, so we will always going to be able to keep it up to be able to stay strong and stay clean for having this race. We'll be able to take a good perfection we might be able to take, but it will always going to be able to do the best whenever we can, because every race will also going to be able to have a Group 3 or only 15 laps is going to be able to take the endurance we'll be able to going in for. Now it's going to be able to going in to be able to climb back up on it, so going to make sure to be able to stay on it in 12th place, so this is going to be able to pull back onto 13th place. Alright, there you go. This is going to be able to make 1 good overtake pass to be able to get back on track. This is going to get everything. We'll keep up the mobility. We're always going to be able to do it. But it's going to be a very tough turn, so going to make sure to stay concentrated. We're always going to make it in for. So it was definitely might be able to take a lot of Group 3 racing experience to be able to take. So good thing that this is going to be able to have the Volkswagen GTI Fusion GT Group 3 to be able to have the race. We're always going to be able to take that challenge. We're always going to be able to do perfectly for a good clean race. Even so gonna make sure that this is gonna get everything will stay steady to be able to have a good respectful race. Okay, yellow flag just called in, so that was pretty close call. What I'm about to be able to going in on the main focus is gonna get everything will stay on it. A lot of cones are definitely might be got tipped off and landing in onto the tarmac of the track. So we gotta make sure to be very careful not to make any mistakes. 2 more remaining, so hope this is gonna get everything. We'll keep it up. But this race is about to be over soon, folks, because this is gonna be able to take a lot of mobility. We're always gonna be able to take a lot of good perfection out there. Almost there, trying to catch up to the 2 opponents is definitely might be very challenging to be able to see it. But this is going to be a very tough race, folks, so we will always going to be able to make our ground to stand, to be able to take a lot of few effort out there. We're always going to keep up the pressure. So it's going to be able to take one leading edge. It's going to be able to going up, downhill and uphill. We're always going to be able to take determined choices. It's going to get everything what we have to take. Okay, stay on that throttle, and then this is going to get everything. We'll take that perfection on that apex because it's going to be very tougher, so we're going to make sure we're always going to be able to do a correction turn. We're always going to be able to take that blue blimp. We're also going to be able to following up on the good direction. Okay, so close to be able to have that moment, so going to make sure to be able to have. So I Want an Apple is going to be able to take on 11th place. 14 laps, almost there, folks. We're getting there because this is going to be able to take step 8. We're also going to be able to take, because this is going to be able to have the first place drivers is going to get everything. We'll take the good perfection. We're also going to be able to take on the victory lap. We're always going to be able to achieve to success. Right, that should probably be able to take it in. So this is going to get everything well smoothed up. It's going to be able to get closer. We're always going to keep up the pace. Okay, they're getting closer, so gonna make sure, hope they can do the right thing, because this is gonna be able to take that tough race. It's gonna get everything. We'll stay on it. So gonna make sure to be able to mind the gap. We might be able to going in. So hope the top 3 drivers has finally made it in onto the final lap. So this is gonna get everything we'll be able to achieve. Because it looks like DD2 Sync 32 is about to be able to take the podium by having step 8 is the winning moment. Is gonna get everything we'll be able to well achieve to see it. And now here we go. We're almost there to be able to reach the finish line in one piece. Is going to get everything we'll be going in to be able to take a lot of good perfection. Sometimes having mistakes were made, so going to make sure we're always going to be able to keep practicing for the race, folks. So this will might be able to take that step. We'll might be able to race around on Sargenda Road Track B. Is going to be a very important challenge, so we're going to make sure to keep it up. We'll stay on a good, perfect race to be clean. Alright, there you go, folks. DD2 Sync 32 has finally reached first place by having step 8 is the victory lap. He did pretty good job, folks, so looks like this is going to be able to take a lot of good important steps to be able to have a good clean race. We'll also to be able to take, but it is definitely might be able to have one small reference that this is going to get everything. We'll be able to keep on racing. We're always going to be able to stay clean, but it was definitely might be able to have a pretty good race. So Hope this is going to be able to make sure to watch out for any mistake drivers by having a little bit of time to recover. So that was definitely might be a pretty tough race out there, folks. Top ranked drivers did pretty good, but sometimes we will always going to keep it up. We'll always make a good challenge to be able to take one good perfection to be successful. But this is going to be able to take one good results. We'll be able to do it for a nice job well done. So there you go, folks. This is going to be able to have a 11th place finish, and this is going to be able to have a good clean race by having a single star we'll be able to receive to earn. Now that was definitely might be quite very excellent to be able to have a good race. We're always going to keep it up. We'll stay strong. We'll always do perfectly. We'll make it best. We'll be able to enjoy it. So hope they did a pretty good job to be able to have a good sportsmanship rating by on the blue. So it's going up on the higher. So that was definitely might be pretty excellent to be able to take a lot of good perfection to be able to enjoy. Good job out there, folks. Because this is going to be able to take 15 laps around on Sargenda Road Track B. Is going to be able to have a one good challenge. We're always going to stay perfect. We'll always do the best. For every Group 3 race on Sargenda Road Track B, we're always going to be able to have a good perfection race. We're always going to be able to stay clean and keeping up the racing mobility. We're always going to be able to take a lot of work. We're always going to be able to do the best whenever we can. So this will be able to do perfectly. We're always going to be able to do the most. So we can probably able to take a lot of good excellent skills by taking one good steps. We'll be able to have a good race, to be able to have a pit stop by single use. We'll be able to do whenever we can. So it's going to get everything we'll be prepared to be able to do for another challenge. We'll be able to keep it up. So hope everybody did pretty good job out there. So this will always going to be able to keep it up. We'll might be make it simple. Alright, folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be see you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.